Alright, bro, I know what you came here for. You came here for that black-suited Spider-Man, and don't worry, bro. I got it. On Operation Geico Retrieval, Peter comes face to face with Craven and takes one of the most disgusting L's I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Craven spawns into the game and pushes MJ to the side. Captain, she's beautiful to me, appears out of nowhere. 1-2's the first man and swifts the next into a punch on Craven. But Craven is no square and catches that on impact. I'm thinking, okay, here we go. First Craven boss fight. Harry's about to get in there too, bro. It's about to be the tag team of the century. But look. Alright, so let me break this down. Spider-Man has been around since 1963. He has given us effectively 63 years. Wait a minute, that's not right, bro. Listen, bro, it's 60. But he does all of that. Carries Marvel, carries the MCU, carries anything his name is on top of. All of that just to get one-shotted by Craven. Who even is he? Harry sees this and starts spazzing out. The whole time the disrespect isn't over, Craven says, guess you're not him after all. GG's. I am sick to my stomach. I was on my knees, bro. Straight disgusted at what I was seeing. Not even Harry in the background sliding for Lil Pete could make it up to me. I do respect him though, doing what is required without question. Bro, listen. Peter dies.
Oh, no.
But listen, bro, this is where Peter finally dons that opium. As bro literally dies in his friend's arms, Harry's suit starts to bond to Peter. I don't even have to use words. Just turn on that lone. So obviously the first thing Peter does is try to give it back, but let's be real, you're an alien that bonds the host to survive. Who are you picking, the random guy on his deathbed or Spider-Man? And so that doesn't work, and the gang decides that they gotta find Dr. Connors ASAP because they believe that, you know, he made the suit. They don't know that it's an alien, you know, so they think he can just take it off and give it right back to Harry. And the only lead they have on Connors is Craven, and the only lead they have on Craven is the knife that he broke off in Peter's spleen. I hate to see it. I really do. So Peter finds a party for Craven and sneaks in there with the suit's coolest ability, drip appropriation. I need that. He feeds a tiger, fights Craven's hunters and all that, and finds another lead on Craven's exact location and pulls up. But wait, before we get there, we have Peter's first moment of genuinely tweaking. This hunter right here sees that I just laid out the entire room, yet actually tries to sneak Peter, and of course, Peter catches that, and the guard is like, oh, my fault, big bro, you can go. And Peter's not gonna take that, grabs the hunter and throws him through the nearest window. Mind you, they are human. And pops outside the window and tells bro to put ice on it. I'm like, bro, what? Me personally, I'm not even gonna be breathing anymore. My last thoughts are gonna be, damn, JJ was right. So Peter pops in the church where Craven is on his Warriors vibe. Craven, come out to play. But Craven in this game has got to be the scariest version of bro I have ever seen. Completely unfazed by Black Spider-Man, throws a knife and says, damn gang, I see you hunting me now. I'm chill with that. I like that. I love that for you. I hope you're ready to finish that though. And blitzes Peter. Oh nah. What is this? Again, and then a dash uppercut into a grapple knife chokehold. Brother, no, this is supposed to be the black suit video. What is happening right now? Craven is really choking double powered up Peter with ease and giving a monologue at that. Basically telling Peter, I know you can do better than this. Stop playing with me. And Craven must be my twin because I'm saying the exact same thing, bro. Fight back. We must have got through though because Peter kicks Craven back and starts geeking a little bit because of the bell Craven hit. And Craven sees this and is like, oh yeah, Peter quickly snatches the lizard serum off Craven, and Craven hits the bell again. Suffice to say, bro, I'm just shaking my head. I promise you, he does a lot better. Just stick with him. So Peter escapes and takes the serum back to Harry's lab. They work to come up with a cure for Connors, and everything is going smooth. But there's a plot twist. Craven put a tracker on the serum, and the hunters swarm the lab. So now Peter has to protect Brittle Bone Harry and the cure, which is still being made, and the hunters start getting down on Peter with loud sounds. I am viciously furious, bro. Look at how they have him. Luckily, Harry stops the sounds, and now it's calamity for everyone in the vicinity. And it is absolutely amazing how you can absolutely feel the bone breaking and shatterings through the controller and the sound design of the game, bro. It is beautiful. But they just keep on pouring in, thirsty as all hell. Even flying an aircraft in the building, and no duh, it crashed. What were they thinking? Peter, of course, handles all the hunters, so Harry gives the clear on the cure, and they get out of there. And I feel bad for Harry. He lost his life-saving suit and the lab that he was going to use to help people around the world, but this isn't his video, so Peter goes out looking for Connors at his house, and what we find is just sad. Tragic. All we see is Connor's empty house full of his wife and kids' stuff. They left Connors after the first time that he turned into a lizard before the games. I'm telling you this because this and the footage of Connors trying to cure himself starts setting Peter off. This is his breaking point, which leads us to the gameplay reveal section. Hey, you know me, bro. I laid it down. I almost died out there. Almost got clapped and besmirched the name of the reveal. And the whole time I'm doing that, Yuri Lowenthal is putting his soul into the mic with these Craven threats. Yeah, call that man Heisenberg, because he's ready to cook.
Yeah, boy.
Peter hears word that the lizard is across the city, so he calls up Miles. He and Genki head up to the river to handle a few of the hunters. And now they don't find the lizard, but a menace finds them. Hello, monkey. That's real footage from the game, bro. Why would I lie? Come on. But listen, it is that time. Witness the extreme amounts of exaggerated swagger as Miles swiftly and gracefully maneuvers through these hunters with ease. You know, I really feel like a Spider-Man with a melanated skin tone. All I need now is those Jordans, Insomniac. We're never getting them, are we? Now on Peter's end, look, I did the thing. But bro is so angry that he's off his game. Swings the Craven's air vehicle and gets a missile strike, and Miles had to get him out of that jam. Only for Miles to end up in the water too. And I'm thinking, damn, bro, where's the game over screen? He's black. But no, bro, he starts skiing. Oh my gosh. Right onto the docks, the lizard is going crazy, so the Spider Pals have to pull off the old alley. So you watched all the way up until this point. Could you make like a symbiote and bond to that like button, please? I know it's corny, bro, that's why I said it. Listen, I never lied to you about who I am. A clown. And so the lizard got away, and Peter throws a random to the ground, tweaking. However, Miles put a tracker on the lizard and is ready to go after it. But Peter's like, boy, go back to your traps and bandos. I've got this one. Tweaking once again, bro. That is actually in the game, bro. I don't care if you don't believe me. Anybody who has played the game will back me up. So right after the chase, Peter is back to tweaking on the phone with MJ saying Miles was off his game. Like, bro, ain't this you? But anyways, Peter follows the tracker to the sewers where he finds an Oscorp laboratory. And in that lab, he finds a rock, a very, very eye-raising rock. My first time getting here, I was like, bro, I know that ain't what I think it is. No way. Yeah, but you'll subscribe to see the next video that explains this, right? Won't you? But the lizard makes his appearance and it is time to get dirty. And I got some things to say about this fight. One, I have been here before, bro. I just didn't realize it until a little bit later. Same suit in the sewers with a giant crocodile. You know, I know a lot of people won't get this, but look, it's the same lizard boss fight from Spider-Man 3. Craziest thing is, I think they have the same music cues too. If I can find it, I'll show it. 2. This fight is where I realized that I accidentally put the game on the hardest difficulty. I don't know, bro, the way they set the menu up when you first boot up the game made it look crazy. It's really not my fault, but really, bro, I am getting thrashed out there trying to hit these parries, bro. Like I said, all you gotta do is tap it, bro, but I'm sitting there tapping it, but he's not parrying the damn thing. Bro, I'm in here trying to channel Ultra Instinct, knowing I haven't watched a single episode of DBZ ever in my life. That's cap, but do you see what I'm saying, bro? Look at it. Did I turn the difficulty down, though? No. Do you know how much I've already sacrificed? So eventually, Peter holds down Connors and is ready to insert, but the lizard lets out a high-pitched scream. And you know the suit can't take that, so now we gotta chase Geico through the city, running through building after building, bro. It is no joke out here. And then Peter says this about the police.
Got this, officers! You're not helping!
I mean, he's not lying, bro. Matter of fact, the police are barely in this game, but you can't say that. And now the hunters have caught wind of the rampage and gotta join in. And Peter is still trying to inject Connors to no avail, chasing gang up skyscrapers. I respect the lizard's tenacity, his determination, but this ain't it, bro. Like for real, what were you gonna do when you got to the top? And of course Craven shows up. Peter rushes down and opens up Jaw and tries to inject the serum, but they hit the ground faster than Drake can drop mid. Peter wakes up in the sewer and the suit, it just relocates his broken arm. Like, oh my gosh, bro. And the lizard is sitting up tall, ready to throw hands again. And Peter is so tired of the lizard, he starts talking crazy during the fight. Your family doesn't love you. I see why they left. The only reason I'm saving you is to save Harry. Craven can really have you. Tweaking. But other than that, bro, it's a really good boss fight. And Peter downs the lizard and look at the way the tentacles overwhelm realm Connors. They really made use of the fact that the suit is a symbiote, you know, tentacles and all that, you know? But Peter cures Connors, and now of course we can get this suit off and back to Harry. Problem. Connors goes on to explain how he didn't make the suit. Yeah, it crash landed on Earth and Oscorp's been experimenting on it ever since. We know all that though, bro. And Connors is like, hey bro, we cannot give that back to Harry. We gotta destroy it. And Peter utters the craziest line in the entire game. Destroy us. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter is officially gone. Notice the suit change. That is no longer the black suit. That is the symbiote suit. Bro, dare I say that is poison talking. Connors is scared as hell and Peter yanks his phone away, saying it makes me a better Spider-Man. That's cap, but okay. He rushes Connors but disappears in like milliseconds. I mean, bro, he wears black for one day and thinks he's Batman. Alright, bro. So for context, MJ's been working for Jameson the entire game, writing for newspapers and all that. Thing is, she's on the verge of being fired. Because it's the Bugle, bro, J. Jonah Jameson. The only papers that sell are Spider-Man slander articles. You know, she wants to write about ending world hunger or pumpkin spice lattes, something like that. So MJ's been up waiting for Peter to come home and read her paper, but he comes in the house and he's immediately ready to hit the hay. And they try to play this off as a moment where Peter is neglecting his people, but if this isn't a long day, bro, I don't know what is. The second he falls asleep though, Craven's hunters appear outside ready to get the drop on the spider. MJ peeps this and looks at Peter and he is gone. I've seen this before. Every time Peter sleeps with that suit on, he ends up downtown. Now I'm thinking it's wraps for MJ, but she grabs the strap and starts making her way through the neighborhood, avoiding hunters and chasing Peter, who is clearly not Peter. The situation is so bad that she calls Miles for support. Now Miles tries to talk to Peter, but his first reaction to that information is violence. Tweaking. They fight off some hunters until MJ calls up Miles again with a plan, and you will never believe what that plan is. She wants Miles to seal her in the tunnel with a superpowered alien. She's worried that the hunters will catch him and take him away somewhere, like they've had any luck in that regard. But Miles is like, okay, cool, and caves the tunnel, locking Peter and Miss I Can Change Him alone in the dark. They really made her do the Akira slide, bro. I can't. And however you're imagining this went, it didn't. Somehow, this hyper-violent alien didn't kill MJ. Nah, it thrashes around the cave trying to find a way out till it causes a drill to activate on a metal pipe, almost killing Peter and the suit till MJ stops it. Bro, how do you have two brains and still knock yourself out, go out this bad? Oh, and Miles got captured by Craven. The hunters pulled the play of the century. They dressed one of their guys up as a construction worker, put him on a crane, blew up the crane, and let it fall with him still on it, forcing Miles to save him, thus getting bro close enough to inject Miles with a rooflin. But what if Miles would have failed, huh? You was ready to die by Craven? Okay, bro. I respect it. And now MJ's back is up against the wall. Them boys is outside. She has no contact with Miles, and Peter is unresponsive. And so really she does all she can in this situation, and shocks Peter awake. But not really, because it was the suit damn near Venom that woke up, telling MJ simply to run. Now she starts fleeing and dodging the suit left and right until she manages to hide. I don't know, somehow, bro, I don't know. And the symbiote just leaves, thank God. But check me out real quick, look at this. Peter wakes up on a bench and thinks nothing of it. Bro gets off that bench like he's been living there for years, like he's supposed to be there. Oh, Heidi ho, what a glorious day. Like, what? What are you doing? Your friend is dying. You don't know where your woman is. And while he doesn't know to what extent, Miles is missing. And there's an alien posing as your clothes right now. Tee up. But what am I talking about? He is clearly insane. And I'm just gonna yap to you real quick about this section. I really don't like this next section. So remember the article MJ wrote that Peter didn't read? Well, it was about Spider-Man being a menace ever since he got the black suit. My problem is, bro really hasn't done anything bad to the general public to warrant this heat. Even other people like the purple-haired lady, Danica, are talking about Peter ever since he got the black suit, most notably his chase with the lizard. I'm talking about all the damage he caused to the city. My brother in Christ, this happens all the time. If you want me to believe that the black suit is changing his public perception, you gotta have Peter like throw a car at somebody, cause that lizard chase is a Tuesday. This is New York, is it not? Am I not correct? If Peter is a menace for this, then what about the helicopter chase in the first game, or the Rhino and the Tinkerer business in the last one? Like, bro, the Tinkerer almost took out the entirety of New York or something, but nobody uttered a peep about her this entire game. Or what about Sandman from the beginning of this game? It is going to take years to get off that sand depth. You can't hold Spider-Man accountable for the lizard or anybody else, bro. He didn't make any of this happen. He just stopped it, because it would have been crazy if Peter was just sitting up on a building, dangling his feet, watching everything happen. You know, have Peter kick a baby or something, then we can talk. But as far as I'm concerned, the only people Peter has heard with his black suit are his friends and that one guy he threw on the docks, and none of that even warrants an article written on him. MJ. So Peter is mad about that article but tucks it and heads to Harry's house, where bro promptly asks for his suit back because he's dying. Look at him. And Peter's reaction to that question is all I need. Tweaking. MJ is surprised to see Peter and makes another L choice. Instead of telling him how he raged out and almost killed her and Miles low-key, she simply says, "You haven't been yourself lately." What was that supposed to do? Of course he counters all of her arguments. Harry is in the back listening like, "Living must be nice. Wish I could get like that." And Peter hits the most egregious response I've ever heard. He said, and I quote, "Why don't you pop some more pills and tell me how you're really feeling?" He's really fighting back for no reason. Man's wore opium for one day and forgot how to act. You are not Denzel in Training Day. They can and will do this to you. Peter got so hot that MJ pulled out the Reaper. Like that's gonna do anything. They argue about MJ's paper, but I already told you how I feel about that. Peter storms away, but he sees Norman on his way out. And Norman is like, "Oh, you're like a son to me." And Harry sees this and internalizes it for later. I got a problem with this too, but this is Peter's video. My fault. So Miles' mom, hold on. I know y'all see Rio Morales. She's really worried about Miles and has been blowing up Peter's phone. Peter pops in her office and they start talking, and it is not like 10 seconds before he starts getting disrespectful. She wants to start calling the police and hospitals to see if they've seen Miles, but Peter is like, "Oh my gosh, okay, I will go find a little drug dealer, damn." Now hold on, because this Rio disrespect will not be tolerated. Didn't your aunt die in the last game? Yeah, you wore a different kind of black suit to her funeral, didn't you? I'm sorry. Oh, I know. So Peter goes out looking for Miles, and Miles is in Craven's camp fighting Mr. Negative or whatever, bro. I'm be honest, I didn't like this section, bro. Burn in hell. But Miles fights Mr. Negative, lets him live, and thank God he did, because Negative finds Peter and tells him where Miles is. On his way there, Peter is talking to himself, having a "they're the problem, not me" moment, thinking about all the slander and people that want to kill him, until he comes to the conclusion that he must kill Craven. Tweaking. Peter finds the spot and starts obliterating any and everyone in his path, until he catches this one guy on the ground and with all the breath in his body turns into Batman with the Peter hops in the final hunting ground, immediately trapped in a box by Craven, and Craven's like, that box is unbreakable, but if you want to fight, you're just gonna have to break out of it, gangaroony. Basically, Craven is trying to make Peter as angry as possible, because he sees the potential in that suit to give him a good death. Because he has cancer, he'd rather go out fighting than in a bed. Craven is really out here trying to get packed, which is real hard considering he's damn near Superman in this game. I didn't show it, but bro one-shot his Scorpion, and it is heavily implied that he packed up the rest of the Sinister Six off screen. And then he shows off Miles in a cage, and yeah bro, that'll do it. And now you might think that we're in for an epic fight, but let me tell you bro, spectacular difficulty is no joke. I'm supposed to feel like Spider-Man, not a victim. I'm in here fighting for my life, and it is only the first phase. You said lower the difficulty. Man, shut up and watch this combo. So I'm thinking the fight is over. Go ahead and turn into Venom and eat, bro. I have had enough. But no, Craven grips up Peter's head and starts squeezing. What the hell? How long are we gonna do this? Me and Peter must be thinking the same thing, because he grows all of his tendrils and starts choking Craven. And this old freak has the nerve to say harder. What is happening right now? And then Peter obliges, so much so that Miles figures it's time to step in. Craven wants that death so bad that he bites Peter to keep his attention, but Miles zaps Peter, thus throwing Craven. All morals have left the building, Peter looking at Miles like he's on the wrong side of the bus. And bro, this fight is crazy. Yes, I'm still getting whooped, like look at what I have to do to keep up. 2 shots and I'm out the game, I gotta move tactical. And Peter is talking all kinds of crazy to Miles, and the elegant maneuvers are enough to bring a tear to my eye. After the first phase, Miles knocks Peter, but he gets up real quick. Miles rushes in with an electric charge, but Peter counters with a tendril hand, pulling Miles in and slamming him to the ground. Peter starts talking about how he needs the suit and isn't a man without it, then has the nerve to accuse Miles of wanting it for himself. I would be in Miles' shoes hitting the blankest stare known to man. Miles breaks away and they hit the craziest pose of the game. Peter is still talking crazy, saying, "I made you. Why are you doing this to me?" Tweaking until the very end. Peter launches another tendril, but Miles channels his inner Goku and slides across the top of it and tackles Peter to the ground. You know the devs couldn't wait to put us onto this one right here, bro. These scenes are straight gas. Peter is still struggling to let go of the suit, thinking it's making him a better Spider-Man. Miles reminds him swiftly that he hasn't answered a call from him in years. We're supposed to be brothers. He throws Peter into the stratosphere, gets up there, and blasts right back down to the ground, reminding Peter that he could have killed MJ the other day, begging Peter to let it go. go. And for a second, Peter comes back, but we still have another phase left. Miles channels his inner yeet and adds a bell to the battle. And Peter starts having a seizure on the pavement, and Miles keeps hitting that bell. And when I tell you, bro, Yuri Lowenthal's vocal cords were put to the test. I mean, half the bread he got paid for this must have went into throat therapy. But finally, Peter has had enough and gains enough consciousness to rip the melanin off his skin. It tries to come back, but Miles makes sure to capture it. They swing off to another roof. Peter apologizes for his tweakings and they make up. But listen, the Black Suit Saga was amazing. I was gonna go on for a little bit longer, but this script is already at 13 pages and the video is at like what, 20 something minutes now, bro. And that's cut down. So I'm gonna cover Venom in the next video, but until then, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and head up out of here.